I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent, you deserve a better man, but let me just hold your hand once more. Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out. Ooh, 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 show you what I'm all about. Ooh, 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 make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. There's a new part of me, a part I want you to see. You haven't seen the best of me, I know. You can try to fool yourself, like you love somebody else, but you and him will never feel the way we do. Ooh, 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 I wanna take you out. Ooh, 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 show you what I'm all about. Ooh, 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 make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head.
First one, cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe we just hit the end.
Hi. That was not as graceful as I anticipated that it would be. But here we are. Hey, everybody. Get this. How's it going? How is everybody? I'm excited for this one because I haven't watched this video, but I know it's going to be a good one. I don't want to carry on too long here before we jump in. No, I'm not going to talk about Jessie Lee's medical issues. No, I don't think that's my place. It's not my business either. Hey, everybody. I was hoping for a live because what else am I supposed to do on a Saturday night? You know, I thought the same. I was like, what am I going to do? I'll just do a live. My birthday was great. I turned 27 on Friday or yesterday, and it was great. We had a great time, super fun, and we did a little bit more today. I loved it. Also got this. It is not a Stanley Cup because that is just, I can't. This is a Monet thing. I have not seen it, but I'm getting the same vibes I did with their Monet Ministry stuff. Okay, yeah, so I love it. It's like a TJ Maxx version of the Stanley Cup. Thank y'all. Happy belated birthday. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are awesome. So tonight's video, it's called The Magic of Monet. I know. What magic, right? You owe me a birthday margarita? Girl, I will drink it. You turned 30 on 2/18. Nice. Happy late birthday. I knew as soon as I saw the title. Yeah. Monet video. We are going to get started that here in just a second. I want to ask how y'all are doing. How is everybody? How was your week? I am going to eat a little bit because I'm hungry and it's dinner. But I'll try to do that when they're talking. How was y'all's week? Oh, I got an offer letter to the place my dream job. Like officially, like they told me a while back, they wanted me. But I officially got it. How dare you eat on a live? Apparently blows people's minds, and did I need to control myself? Somebody was so rude about it. On an 11-hour workday, you're amazing, Anna. I hope that it was a good day. Yeah, the news about JL is sad, but I really don't want to talk about it. It's not like my place or my business at all. You stayed in a Hobbit hole Airbnb? Wait, that is so amazing. Oh yeah, this Monet tea, it's good. I'm about to spill it into your cup and you're going to drink it. I'm not going to spill it everywhere, just into your cup. Listen, that Hobbit hole's amazing. I've seen those. Just living the best potato life. You got pitched by World Financial Group. That's amazing. I love that for you. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this. About 6 minutes in. Cool. I want people who aren't watching this live to, be able to watch the video and not like have to wait so long for the video to jump on. I'm excited. I haven't seen it, but we're all in it together. Recovering from I'm sorry. Recovering from the bed. Okay, get your teacups ready because I'm about to pour you a piping hot cup full of tea. I don't know if that made sense, but I think you get it. All right, here we go.
Buddy, it is Tony
and Jay,
and we're so excited to have you here today, you guys. Before we kick this off, drop in the chat box, where are you coming in from? That's the first thing. The second thing is, what was a huge accomplishment for you in 2022? And what is your bag goal for 2023? And if you don't know what a bag goal is, that's your big, hairy, audacious goal. So we want to hear all the good things.
Did she just say big, hairy, audacious goal? She did say big, hairy, audacious goal, right? Bag, big, hairy. BHAG, bag. I'm pretty sure. What's your big, hairy, audacious goal? Leave it in the comments. Big, hairy, audacious goal. All right.
That you guys have going on. We're going to give it about another minute or two while we let everybody in the room. And yes, we are recording. And yes, we will have the playback for you very shortly. So I'm so super excited. Connie is going to be the one kicking it off today. And we are going to just give it one more minute to let everybody in.
I love it.
Oh my gosh,
people.
Yes, we have people from all over the world.
Yes.
So excited. We've got our Canadians. We've got a couple of people from Europe, Ireland. Oh my gosh. Oh, MMM in 2023. You go, Tracy. Woohoo! Woo! Awesome. Awesome. I'm so excited that you guys are here today. And you know what? It means to me that you guys that are here on a big day that's celebrated, working on your business, closing out the month, the quarter, and the year strong. That is awesome. So awesome. So we're going to give it one more minute, you guys, and then we're going to kick this party. We're going to kick this party off. This is our New Year's Eve party right here.
Yeah. We're a good time, guys. I promise you that.
Awesome. Awesome. And you guys, if you have a word for 2023, I love this. And Ray shared this with us, like, what was it, 6 or 7 years ago? He always picks a new word for 2023. So what is your word for this year? Drop it in the chat box. What's your word?
What's your word for this year, everybody? Drop it in the chat box. My word is, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about my word.
Evolution, trust, believe, limitless. consistency, forward, commitment. Oh, such great words. And words have total meaning and total power. All right, Connie, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. You can kick it off, and I'm going to just moderate until it's my turn to go, but I'm so super excited. All right, you guys, let's roll.
Awesome. Well, welcome you guys. Thank you guys so much, like Tony said, for taking the last day of the year to just come and be with a bunch of strangers on the internet. Some of us, we know each other and we're family, but some of us we don't. So thank you guys so much. I just want to encourage you, if you are on this call and you do not know any of us and you are not a part of the Monet family, to just take in and to not be afraid to get off this call and ask questions, okay? The last thing we want you to do is come to a Zoom call and kind of just listen here or there and then, you know, whatever. I want you guys to get something from this, and I want you to ask questions. Nothing you ask your market partner could scare us or freak us out or, you know, rattle us, you guys. We've heard everything under the sun because we have been in the same seat as many of you. So I just encourage you to have an open heart and open mind and find something in each one of our stories that maybe you can relate to, and maybe it makes you go, huh, okay, I do want to know more. I do.
It's interesting that she talks about, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit and I'll start it back from there.
And I want you to ask questions. Nothing you ask your market partner could scare us or freak us out or, you know, rattle us, you guys. We've heard everything under the sun.
That's interesting. Because I'm pretty sure they haven't ever heard that 93.3% of the people in their company make less than $100 a year. It sounds like, because when I say it, they're like, oh, that's a lie. Oh, that's just because people don't work hard. No, like they ignore it. But like your company put it out. Your company put it out. Also, I feel like some of the top leader training is how to like deceive people with facts. Like when she says we've heard it all under the sun, they're already ready to combat whatever objection is coming, right? No matter if they're going to lie or not, which they usually do, in my opinion. What is the comp plan? It is not so great. Write this down. Hey, Hunter. Okay, let's keep going.
Because we have been in the same seat as many of you. So I just encourage you to have an open heart and open mind and find something in each one of our stories that maybe you can relate to, and maybe it makes you go, huh, okay, I do want to know more. I do want to ask about what this could be for me.
Not Karina saying, question of what about the lawsuits? Because when you ask that question, they are bothered. You're instantly, oh, thank you. Yes, it is my birthday was yesterday. Thank y'all so much. It bothers them so much. They instantly think you're a hater, you're a bully, all of this stuff, just because you're bringing up something that makes them uncomfortable, which I guess checks out for most MLMers. You know, they act like anything that could possibly make them think harder when it comes to how can I go against this objection? How can I deceive this person even more? They get so upset by it. And when you bring facts to the table, like if you ask them about their 93.3% of people making less than $100 a year, they get pissed. They're just like, oh, you're a hater. You're asking the question because you're a hater. No, I'm not a hater. Seriously, though, how is this a good opportunity if no one makes good money except like 1% of people?
Going into 2023, okay? So we're going into a new year. What my husband and I like to do, you guys, is we reflect on the previous year, the thing that brought us the most joy. Like Tony said, tell us something great that happened to you. We also like to think about something we learned. And then something new we've been implementing is we like to look at what are the new opportunities that God may be bringing to us for the new year. And that's what I want you guys to think about. Some of you may not have had the most joyful year, and I understand that. Some of you may have had the best year and you're so excited for 2023. But regardless of the obstacles, the joys, or the achievements you've had from last year, tomorrow is a new start. Tomorrow is a fresh way to remind you that there are opportunities everywhere for you guys to take hold of. And I believe they're going to bring you more than what you bargained for. So
tomorrow does not change the fact, because this is like the 31st of December. January 1st of 2023 does not change the fact that they're probably gone down in revenue in 2022. They lost over 40,000 people in Monet within 3 months. All of their businesses have gotten smaller, and it still does not change the fact that the majority of people, like I said, 93.3, pretty sure it's a radio station I listen to, but also that's the amount of people at the bottom level of Monet making less than $100 a year. I think the median is like $21 a year. $21 a year. The median income. $21 a year. That's not even a shampoo at Monet. Jamie, thank you so much for some new slime for your birthday. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that so much. Y'all are so nice. But yeah, they go into 2023 faking the idea that everything's different. It's a new year, new me. It might be a new you, but it's not a new Monet. It's the same Monet.
A little bit about my story is just that. I found Monet when I wasn't looking, as most of us do. I was not looking to join one of these companies. I did very well in my previous corporate world. And I thought, to be honest, that these companies were wonderful for the stay-at-home moms that just wanted that $200 a month, which they were. But where I was in the place in my life, that wasn't going to work for me. I made the bulk of the income in our family because I'm married to a pastor. And if any of you know anything about ministry, that's not the job that you get into if you want to make a lot of money. And that's okay. So we relied heavily on my income.
She's not wrong, though. Someone in ministry who was in ministry for a long time. 20. Oh, yes. Please like the stream. 149 watching and only 29 licks. Please watch. Please like. Thank you so much for the reminder. Also, welcome, Matcha. This is her first time. This is their first time in chat, and they're happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here, too. I agree with Vicky. Vicky says, I would rather have a job that pays me for my work. Yes. You know who's not getting paid on here? Everyone. Nobody's getting paid to be on this thing, all right? Nobody.
But there was a year, and this was 7 years ago, that we decided to walk away from my income. So we lost 76% of our annual income overnight. And that was because I was struggling with an autoimmune disease and infertility. And so, as many of you know, I know it happened to many of you in 2020, we couldn't live on the 24%. So we had to downsize, sell everything, live in a 1-bedroom condo. And you guys, sure enough, when we did that, of course, I got in remission and I got pregnant with our miracle baby. And so sometimes I like to plug this too, because I'm the pastor's wife. I won't preach at you, but I got to tell you this. Sometimes you do have to take a step back.
You will preach at us. How do I know this? Because I've reacted to you preaching at us more than once. I think like 3 times, actually. And it's all faith manipulation, Connie. So, why lie about it, right? Why do you need to lie about it?
In order to go forward. And so we did that. We let it all go. And sure enough, now we're pregnant and we're going, well, shoot. Now we need the money from your old job to take care of this baby. You're a high-risk pregnancy. You can't go back to work. How are we going to pay for these bills? We're in this tiny 1-bedroom that you couldn't even fit a pack and play in there, you guys. That's how tiny this thing was. So now we're thinking, okay, what could we do that could supplement the kind of income you made in your corporate job, but on your own terms, with no boss, with no requirements, with no monthly fees. Oh, and also from your bed because you're high-risk pregnancy. Like, what could there be? Well, there's only one. There's only one. There was only one then, and there's still only one now in this industry, in this world, you guys, in my opinion, that will give you the opportunity like that, right? And it was direct sales.
All right, I gotta hear that again because what? Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna rewind it just a little bit. I gotta hear what she said.
With no boss, with no requirements, could supplement the kind of income you made in your corporate job, but on your own terms, with no boss, with no requirements, with no monthly fees. Oh, and also from your bed because you're high-risk pregnancy. Like, what could there be? Well, there's only one. There's only one. There was only one then, and there's still only one now in this industry, in this world, you guys, in my opinion, that will give you the opportunity like that, right? And it was direct sales.
No. Okay, let's go with what she said. She said, on your own terms, babe. Love JJ taking notes. Yes, I mean, why not, On your own terms. Okay, Let's think about it then, because I agree to a certain extent. You are doing it on your own terms. However, just because you do it on your own terms, when you're working on your own terms does not mean you're getting paid. You don't work and get paid for your work. That's not how MLMs work. It's funny, I said work a lot. So I guess it's not really on your own terms. Then we have, you don't have a boss or you're your own boss. You do. Can you get terminated? Well, then you have a boss of some kind. Now, they might not tell you when you need to work, but they can terminate you. Kirsten says, I hate how she seems so condescending. Yes, she is totally condescending. Then she says no requirements. What? And no fees. You have both requirements and fees. Monthly. Let's be real. I don't care what they say. You do need to buy a certain amount a month. Doesn't matter if they say no. Doesn't matter if the company says no. You actually do. Why? Because they say it. Consumable products. They say you want people to continue to buy it. Well, that means you continue to buy it. You continue to purchase the products because they're consumable. They're only 30 days worth or so. And y'all are the best customers in the Monet biz. The consultants are the best. No requirements. Let's be real. Again, if you want to get past the first level, you will have quotas that you have to meet. You will have to have a certain amount of people on your team as distributors. Take a shot every time JJ says work. No, you do not get medical coverage. That is right. And what MLM is this? This is Monet. So honestly, every single one of those, we just thought through with logic and just demolished every single one of those that she said. Come on, Connie. I need something harder. Let's go.
And so that's what got me started into looking at it. Again, I wasn't skeptical of it. I just thought you couldn't really make that big money. And so I came into this, you guys, with an astronomical big goal, and it was to make $2,000 a month. That would change our lives. That would help get us out of that little condo.
I will tell you right now, you are more likely to do that on YouTube than you are in any MLM. You're more likely to do that. And this is from, it's in my last video. You can go look at the sources. This is, you're more likely to make that gambling than you are in multi-level marketing. I mean, take a moment and really process that. It's wild.
And you guys, we've blown the roof off of that in 6 years. And so we don't have time to go into all the details. But what I want to tell you is I knew Monet was different. The products were incredible. And the $2,000 a month was just the very teeny tiny beginning of what I knew was possible. I am now sitting in my house 6 years later that we have purchased. We were able to save in 2 years the money to buy this home. We've been able to give unbelievably, but even more than that, I think the magic of Monet that blew me and my husband away
is how easy it is to deceive people into joining for you to make more money. Joe, like that? I finished your sentence. Because in my opinion, that's the truth. That's the truth. Did she join in 2020? No. Here's the deal. She said 6 years. But I think she's including her other MLM that she was in. Because she was in it with Brittany. She was in, oh shoot, I don't remember, Plexus or something with Brittany before. And they did well in that company. Because, I mean, they were in it early. They were in it like 2017 or something like that. So when she says 6 years, she's not talking about Monet. She's talking about total of MLM. She's been in Monet, I guess, for 3 years. Because I'm pretty sure she said she joined in 2020. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure I heard that. Anyone else? Yes, you can make $2,000 a month at a job. I mean, it's not always easy, but it's easier than in an MLM. And she just didn't want to go to work. That's what it sounds like. Just looking through the comments really quick.
Is what this has done to help us learn how to dream bigger, you guys. Because let me tell you, you can do anything you want to do. But what Monet is going to do is teach you that you can actually even do more than what you think you can do.
Hey, Andrea. Also, no, Connie. You actually go into Monet thinking you're going to do more than what you actually do because they deceive you into joining. Am I right? I think so.
I've seen introverts who say, I don't like people, I don't want to speak, I don't want to grow a team, I don't want to. They're out here flourishing and thriving and saying, this has brought me the most joy. I love to speak, or I love to lead now. I've seen people who you guys have said, I've never done sales, or I don't think I could do it, or I've done 20 companies, no one's going to believe me if I join another one. And they're out here thriving, because the magic of Monet to me is that they care more about their people and they invest in that than they do about their bottom dollar. They're proud to say, we are Monet. They're not hiding the brand. They're not teaching you to be sneaky with who you work for and don't. They're proud of who they are.
I'm freaking muted. That's funny because I was freaking popping off. Okay, anyway. Oh shoot, what was I saying? Let me rewind a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I mean, if you've been on one of my lives before, you've probably heard me muted before. Let's be real.
The magic of Monet to me is that they care more about their people and they invest in that than they do about their bottom dollar.
Okay, I was going off. I know. Okay, they care more about their people than they do about their bottom dollar. I'm sorry. It's like all I have to do is think of the income disclosure statement. Then why do 93% of people not profit? Not just not make money. No, actually lose money. 93%, I can confidently say, probably lose money. Why? The JJ pulled a JJ. It's true. That's a running joke if you're new here. I pulled a JJ, which is like talking, being muted on a live, because I've done it a lot. So it's interesting to hear her say that when the information that the company has given us is the opposite. It's the opposite.
They're proud to say, we are Monet. They're not hiding the brand. They're not teaching you to be sneaky with who you work for and don't. They're proud of who they are. And so I just want to tell you guys, if you're looking for a perfect company, the perfect company, then it was nice to meet you. You should probably hang up now. There's no such thing. And this is not it. But this is probably the closest you're going to get.
This is one of the worst MLM companies you could be a part of. There are, and listen, this is wild of me to say, but there are companies out there that are way better than Monet. And they're all bad. So that tells you how bad Monet is. My girl's working. The mental gymnastics she has to go through to tell this as a bold-faced lie, that's got to be so difficult to do.
This is, if you're looking for a company that's authentic, transparent, bold, not afraid to push the limits and make this industry be better, not afraid to own up to mistakes, not afraid to be, again, transparent with their people, then this is it. The money and all of the things are going to come. You're going to hear from all these incredible people who've made millions of dollars. The money is going to come. There's something so much greater, though, that is going to come with that when you say yes to this opportunity. And
Hi, Eve. Hi. Also, when does the money come? Connie, tell me when the money comes, because a lot of people haven't seen it, right? I just said 93% don't even make, I mean, actually, I would say 93% lose money. When does the money come? Yeah, it doesn't. It does not come.
I hope you just give it a chance, because it has done that for me and so many of my beautiful friends that you're going to hear from next. So, all right, I'm going to pass it over to my sweet friend, Jessie. Take it away, Jess.
Okay, so Jessie, Connie, Tony, and y'all are going to see Stu. Stu is in it. And they were all in my Monet manipulation video, like a faith manipulation video, Monet ministry type of thing. I did it like a few weeks ago. I think it was one of my first videos of 2023. Dude, this feels like the hoops I went through working at Torrid. Interesting. Tell me more. Eve said, I don't know what's going on, but I love that your title says faith manipulation and she's got a pray light, LL. Yes. So this is Monet. It's an anti-multi-level It is not. I am anti-multi-level marketing. It is a multi-level marketing company that uses faith manipulation in a really big way to deceive people into joining the company. So I'm pretty sure there's faith manipulation in it. There usually is. And at one point I clicked through and I heard her talk about God. So I don't know.
Woo, Connie, I'm tearing up in my eyes. You guys, I'm so thankful to be here. I am.
You're tearing up? For what? Why? Nothing was said that's amazing and emotional. I think here's the deal. If you tear up for that, that's okay. However, I don't think she is. I think that she's lying. Right? Hi, Twitch people. Yeah. Hey, Twitch. We love you. I don't see tears. Clowntown. Hey. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthdays. But I just don't. Tearing up over the Oscar performance. Tearing up because she's lost so much money. I just don't get I understand if people are extra emotional, that is totally fine. However, I don't think she is. I think that was a lie to add more emotion into it, to make more emotion play a bigger part, to manipulate easier. I don't know if that made sense, but let me know if what I said made sense.
Literally, I cannot express to you how amazing this company is. I can't express to you the friendships Connie, Joe, and Kyle, who you're going to hear from. You guys, we're not on the same team. This is something that is so unique to Monet and the girls that talked last night. Some of our deepest friendships are all over the United States, all over the world. And we're not even creating income for each other at all. To me, that speaks volumes about this company in itself. I think that's the culture that Monet has created that is so unique.
Oh, you mean this is my theory. A lot of people at the top, and by a lot, I mean just the 0.1% that are at the top, 0.01%, they are working together. We haven't seen that very often, except this year. They've all kind of tried to come together and build. Why? Because they are suffering. Their businesses are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And so they have to work together, put all their brains together to hopefully grow the business. It's probably got faith manipulation in it because Tony loves for Stu to lead in prayer. Yes. Yes.
Because I've talked to other people in other companies, and I know that's not the same across the board. Maybe you've seen that before, but I want to encourage you that it is that way here, and it is so special, and I'm just so thankful for it. And I want to share with you quickly. I know that we have 5 minutes to just share about what this business has done for us. You guys, I originally am from Illinois. I am married and I have 4 kids. I was a stylist behind the chair working. We had put blood, sweat, and tears into opening my own salon, and it was doing good. And I was at a place where I was like, you know what? Things are good. We have worked so hard to get where we're at, but I was working 12 hours behind the chair. It was hard. I was missing baseball games as my kids were getting older. I wasn't able to go into the schools and help the way that my heart wanted to. And I would say, no, you're fine. You have an amazing career. You have an amazing salon, an amazing clientele. Be thankful. And I'd be like, I am thankful. But there was this longing inside my heart that wanted to be more present with my kids. You guys, it was the products for me. I had a longtime client.
I think it's important to be very clear when I say it is perfectly okay and normal to have that longing. To have that longing that you want to be home, you want to be with your kids. I don't have that longing as of now. I want to work, but some people, they really want to do that. And that is totally fine. It is totally fine to do something where you can work online or, do something that is an MLM, obviously, but kind of like it, right? Where you can kind of work your own hours, do stuff like that. But with multi-level marketing companies, they act as though it's a great opportunity where you're going to make money. They say that you will make money if you work. And you, knowing that you work and you're a hard worker, you're like, oh yeah, then I'll make money. Look at the money I can make. However, it's not whether you're a hard worker or a great listener or someone who listens and does everything they're supposed to do, you likely still will not make money. Doesn't matter how excellent of a person you are, how great of a business person you are, you will not make money, most likely. So while I think it is totally normal and totally okay to not want to work in an office, to not, totally fine. However, MLMs are not the way to do it. Yeah, poach from other MLMs, duh. It's mom shaming right there for me. Valid desire, incorrect solution. Yes, very, very good. It's a valid desire to want to stay home with your children and raise them, or to work from home. That's totally fine. That's absolutely fine and good and normal. It's the fact that MLMs are not the way to do it. The Clowntown said it's true, because even if you improve in certain areas, they'll change the goalposts and say it's something else. Yes, absolutely. A remote position with a legit company with benefits is a better option than MLM. Absolutely, yes. It's the being present in my kid's life when 90% of the time they aren't present. They may be home, but not present. Yes, that's such a good point, the eclectic mama, because we see a lot of these people are constantly online. And I don't just mean like online like me, where I hop on Instagram every once in a while and just like post something fun or make a funny story, or I film a YouTube video, or I'm doing a live right now. No, they are like religiously online scouting for people. They're having to, like, that's their job, but they're not getting paid to do it. They are not present most oftentimes with their kids because their work doesn't stay at a certain place. Their work goes with them where they go. They talk about that as a great talking point for MLMs. However, I don't agree. Because the issue is a lot of times when you work when you want to, not an MLM, right? You have a job where you can work wherever. Maybe you build, maybe you edit videos for people, or you do some online stuff and you can take it on vacation with you. My in-laws do that kind of work. My father-in-law does some architecture stuff and he can take it with him. But when he's working, he's getting paid. That's not the same for multi-level marketing companies. So their point of you can work when you want to, anywhere you want to, you aren't getting paid to work when you want to, anywhere you want to. So, and I do not believe they are present. And we know why, right? Because they're sitting there on their phone all the time trying to get the next customer or hopefully distributor.
Sit in my chair at my salon, and I could not believe the difference in her hair in 6 weeks from when I saw her last. I was touching it. I was looking at it. I was like, what did you do? I'm from Illinois. I thought she went up to Chicago and got some like treatment done. I was blown away. And she's like, I've been using these products. Now, I had heard through the grapevine about these products, and I was like, okay, well, I'm seeing the proof in the pudding right now. The next day she walks into my salon and she leaves me products, and I take these products. She's like, use them for a couple days. I used them for a couple days. I was literally squirting them, you guys, into Tupperware containers because I did not want to give it back to her because I was like, my hair. Okay, my texture changed.
Things that did not happen for 1,000, Alex. Thank you. I firmly believe she did not squirt them into Tupperware containers. I can't believe that. I cannot believe it for 1 second. Some of you might believe it. I don't.
The appearance of it. And then I started reading. She left me with some material. I started reading on it and I was like, okay, these are clean ingredients that create a healthy environment for hair growth. I thought of 5 people. I thought of Misty. I thought of Sally. I thought of Jim. I thought of 5 people that could really benefit from these products. And I thought, you know, I'd rather them at least be able to get it from me. And then I learned that I did not have to stock my shelves. I did not have to carry retail. Now, this was a totally different thing than I had ever done before, because in the salon industry, we're selling off the shelf, right? But I was I was like, I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust the system. I'm going to go with this. And I had no idea. I was like, Connie, you guys, I wrote down in my first goal card, I think I went to one of Tony's events, and she said, write down what you want to make. And same, I was like, if I could make like $1,500 a month, this would be life-changing for us. We could have a savings account. We could maybe go to...
No. Let's look at Monet income disclosure statement. Let's see how many people make $1,500 a month. What's 15 times 12? This is how much they have to make a year. 15 times 12. $18,000 a month. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you all. I can't with her. She's acting like that's nothing. I just needed to make $1,500 a month. Well, let's see how many people actually do that. Girl, I can't even look at it right now. I'm so mad. Okay, are you ready? How many make $1,500 a month or $18,000 a year? Oh my God. 0.32% of the company make on average $19,841 a year or $17,519 for the median, which is the most accurate. 0.32%, y'all. And see, this is where I'm coming up with the 93.3% at market partner level, very bottom. Average is 177. However, the most accurate is the median, which is $21 a year. Y'all, they gave this to us. They gave us this information. I am, wow. What do y'all think about that? That's wild to me. I just needed $1,500 a month. Well, literally only 0.3% of the company will even make that annually. 0.3. That is just wild to me. Like, that's out there as a fact, and they're acting like it's not. Let's keep going.
Disney World someday. Like, I was thinking like that. I wasn't thinking what this possibly, like what it has done in our life. And I just trusted it. And I shared it unapologetically. That's what you have to do, guys. You guys, I went to Sugar Factory a couple months ago. Kim Kardashian, she has no shame. The Kardashians they're all over the Sugar Factory walls. We have Khloe Kardashian sharing Febreze. We're sharing Monet, but you have to not worry about anything. And these products are so good, you guys.
They get paid to share. You do not. You only get paid when you sell a product or when someone becomes a distributor and purchases product. My goodness gracious, girl.
I have used them religiously for 7 years. I have seen so many people's, not only their hair change, but their life change. And I am just like, if you can just trust the system and you can use these products for yourself and love them and share them and be willing to let it take a front seat in your life, that's what you have to do. The same way that
I know that she did not say see people's life change because I don't know how many people or who you're seeing's life change, but we know that over 90% of the people actually lose money. So girl, it must be, you can probably count them on one hand. Probably one. We must have Montag on the brain. I've got a Christina Smallwood video coming halfway through editing. Exciting. I just don't know how they stay so delusional. They have to live in a different reality to stay like this. The words sharing and selling are not the same thing. Yes, Sarah, that is right. And they act like they get paid to share. No, you do not. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Farmageddon. I hate turning on and seeing a live, and then I have to set up my computer so I can participate in the chat. Well, we're happy that you're here. Thank you. Girl, I have a chronic illness. Shampoo is not going to change my life. Amen, Vicky.
Salon took a front seat in my life. I brought Monet there. I let it in. I let people recognize me when they thought of Monet. I thought, I want them to think of Jessica Shoney. I want them to think of Monet. And
have you ever heard someone say, I let it in? The only time I hear that is when someone's talking like on a horror flick about like a demon. I let it in. I don't like that.
think of me. The only way that's going to happen is if you let it take that front seat and you share unapologetically and you trust the system. And I promise you, if you trust the system, the way that this compensation plan is set up is for the work that you do today is paid off for years down the road. And I have seen that happen for countless people on my team. I've seen it happen in people on Connie's team, Joe and Kyle's team. You guys, this is not just a one-time sale. That's not how this works. And I know that that doesn't make sense maybe to everybody because it surely didn't to me early on, but that's where I had to just trust. And I had to be like, okay, I'm going to just go all in. But it is a beautiful thing of what residual income can do for your family and how you can.
She said, I promise you. Do you? Well, maybe the FTC wants to hear you promise that. I might let them know that. I promise you. Jessica, girlfriend, that's a problem. Also, hi, Julie Lystad. Hi. Love you.
Continue to build on that, and it's a snowball effect. To this day, I no longer have my salon. I don't work behind the chair. I am fully present with my kids. We were able to move from
Are you fully present with your kids? I have a hard time believing that. The clown said countless because she doesn't want to count how few. It's true. Let Monet take the wheel. You can't promise that. You're literally not allowed. Yes. Farmageddon said, wonder how many clients she lost when she went all in on Monet in her salon. Not enough, apparently. Take a drink every time she says trust the system. Yeah. The system that makes sure the majority of people lose money. Got it. I think the only time shampoo changes anyone's life is if they haven't washed their hair in years. They don't get paid for work. They get paid for results. But the results they need are increasingly further and further out of reach each time. No wonder they're also desperate tactics. Natasha, that is pretty stellar. That is a great comment. So good. Where's all the likes? Like the stream, y'all. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah. If y'all could like the stream, that'd be awesome. And then if you want to go the extra mile and like comment once the stream is over, just like leave a comment. I appreciate that. She's talking like a pastor talks to his people. Gross. Yes. Yes, Aaron. And they all do that. Each one of these people you're going to see. You can't promise shit, my guy. It's against your policies and procedures. I got 3.5% raise this year at my 9 to 5 for just doing my job. Get it, Sarah. Good job. Proud of you. Is she actually fully present? Why is she hiding in a car? For this thing? Preach. Women who work can also be totally present. Absolutely. I actually believe they're probably more present than people in MLMs due to the fact that they can leave their work at work and then come home and be home. Farmageddon said, I care so much about my client's hair, so much that at the first chance, I jumped ship and abandoned them because F that life. That's awesome. It's true.
Illinois to Florida. We live 5 minutes from the beach. My husband is able to do what he wants to do. And it all because we took a chance and believed in Monet and believed that there was a way. And now I know that there are little desires in you. And maybe one step is going to lead to the next step and you don't know where that will lead. And I could go on and on because there's ways, like Connie said, that we've been able to give beyond anything we could have ever imagined. I did not picture Monet being what it was, but I want to invite you to join us and be a part of this because it's just begun. It's only 8 years old. It's as old. My daughter's 8. She's in 2nd grade. That is where Monet is. It has just begun. It is a heart of gold, like Connie said, and we want you to join us and be a part of this really special thing and see what it will do for your life. All right. I am going to hand this over, I think, to I don't remember. Is it Joe and Kyle? Okay, there they are. All right, thank you guys.
And the best part of that story to me is that we get to be neighbors with Jess now. I mean, it's crazy. How are we supposed to wrap up what's happened in 8 years, specifically close to 6 years for us in a 30?
my question is, if it's only been 8 years and you're acting like that so young, then why is it kind of burning to the ground at this point? Why is everything going haywire and getting bad? Interesting. It's a fart of gold. That's literally the opposite of just begun, right? It's almost a decade old. Cult vibes. Neighbors? Yeah. This gives off tinfoil hat vibes. I would agree.
Minute call, because it's just not possible. And I want to be very, very clear. We do not get on to make this about us and like, oh, look at us and look at our story. We get on.
Welcome, Belda. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here.
And share these things because we are so passionate about this opportunity because what it can do for you. That's why we get on and share this. And so I hope you really, really hear our hearts. And it's very hard to frame it all. And
I actually think it's what it could do for you because you're at the top and the majority of people aren't and will never be. So really, it's what it could do for you.
A couple minutes and you're probably wondering why there's a guy here. My husband and I, this is Kyle. We've been doing this for almost 6 years together from day one, really. And so he's real good at like the facts and the stats. And so I'm like, you need to share more of that. And then I'll share what I'm real passionate about.
I don't know about the
OMG, I think he's going to share numbers. Are y'all excited? I need a math person. If you're a math person, I need your help. Let's go.
facts specifically, but here's something that I know. I believe this from the bottom of my heart. I believe that we are always in the right place at the right time, and we are destined to be in the present. And so what I mean by that is, we get frustrated when we're in traffic or we're in a long line or we miss something or when we have to get on a call or when guys, you're always, I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt, God has us exactly where we're supposed to be at all times in our life. And so if you go into life with that perspective, it changes your outlook on things. And I say that to say this, guys, you're supposed to be on this call. If you're on this call right now, you're supposed to be on this call right now. And my point is this, I'm listening to Jesse and to Connie and everyone share, and man, I feel alive, and y'all are alive, right? You can just sense that there's people of passion here.
Are y'all alive? Y'all are y'all alive too? I don't know. He feels alive. I feel alive. I know the religious manipulation's coming in. Bro, come on, bring it on. I'm ready. Most of you know this, but if you're new here, because there are quite a few new people here, I have a master's degree in theology and ministry. So I'm like, let's go. Come on, Kyle, bring it on.
If you got a little hunger inside of you, if your gut has that, if you feel a little fire, a little spark, that's you needing to say yes to this opportunity.
Or you could just need to toot. You might just need to toot. I'm just saying.
Because I'll be honest with you, we almost said no because of me. And it took a spark like that for me to say yes to, set down some fear, right? Set aside some fear, set down some pride, I would say, as a man who was in commercial real estate, knew nothing about hair. And I'm like, you're going to sell hair products? No, you're not. Like, we can't do this.
No, I'm not. We are.
I was like, no, you got to be kidding me. But here's what this company has brought, I think, anyone that's a part of this business more than anything. It's the community and it's the feeling of passion and alive, like I was just saying. Now, there's a quote that says, most people die at age 30. They just don't get around to burying them till, 70 or 80. And I think what this company thrives on is helping people have a vehicle, right, in a community and something to get behind to make them feel alive again. Guys,
I guess, it's interesting that he's talking. I'm also doing my cuticles. Please don't be upset with me. I swear to God, I'm listening. Welcome to my live stream, everybody. Hope you have a snack and a drink. And if you're doing your cuticles, hey, it sounds to me like they come back to life. Why am I talking like that? That they come back to life once they leave Monet, because there's no way that Monet makes them feel alive. It's probably the exact opposite. And if you know my story, you know that I actually did not want to be alive as I was processing and leaving Arbonne. So I think from experience, it's quite the opposite, my guy. Anyone else?
If you've never lived to a point where you wake up every single day and you're just alive and hungry for life, then you got to live like that. Like we're destined to live like that. God's called us to live like that, right? And I'm just telling you that as silly as it sounds today, through maybe a shampoo company that now I know went skincare and now wellness, which I absolutely can't live without, this can be that for you. And so there's no really facts behind that. I just want to encourage you. You're here for a reason.
I cleaned the kitchen.
You probably need to.
Thanks. Was it bad? I cleaned it last night. I mean, the dishes were fine.
That's it.
Monica,
And
what's up?
Monica knows what's going on.
got some
She
good
should
things
talk.
to
Yeah. Love her.
No, and you know, we get on these calls and we talk about like how life-changing it is and all these things. And then sometimes we just forget like, wow, we have the best product. Let's talk about that for a second, that we have the best hair care, skincare, and wellness. And without having an incredible product, it's really hard to.
Do you, Joy? Because the lawsuits tell me otherwise, right? Do you actually have the best of those? Or are you just saying that to sound good? You don't. We know that you don't. We know that that's not true. But they're going to say it without facts or anything to show for it or sources, because there's none. God had called me to steer clear of MLMs. That's right, Sherry. You tell them. God called me to steer clear, but I didn't. Look what happened to me. Well, actually, it turned out pretty good for me because here I am with y'all. But like for the majority of people, that's not how that works. Okay. You mentioned real estate, $100, they compare it to pyramid scheme. Oh, that's a good bet. I'll take that bet. JJ, I love how spicy you are. Thanks. I think I'm spicy sometimes. I don't know. Thank you, I guess. I appreciate it. You forget about the product because it really isn't about the product. That's right. It's really not about the product, especially when they bring God into it. God gave me the gift of snark and smart assery. That's awesome. I love that.
Share an opportunity like this. But probably the thing that I'm most passionate about today, because we've been in this for 6 years. Listen, when we got in, we were in the rat race of life. It was like the exact definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different outcome every single month, but there was always more month than money. And I could tell you all the sob stories about our life. Like we could hardly afford the diapers, but it's the truth. I mean, and we were super, super blessed. And to us, that's what was normal. But our why has changed.
You know what's so interesting? Every time I hear one of them talk about their story, they were at an extremely, extremely vulnerable place, having a difficult time, and someone got them into Monet. And they say that they don't prey on the vulnerable. However, I can't find a story where they weren't vulnerable. You have to be vulnerable to become a part of an MLM. I'll say it again because I believe it. I don't believe someone who's not having a hard time in some way, shape, or form is just going to join an MLM. I believe you have to be in a difficult spot, and they're going to deceive you by knowing your pain points well enough for you to join.
Over the years a whole bunch, you know, and at the beginning it was just desperation. We just want to make some money so we're not a slave to our jobs. And I don't know, maybe one day we could be a 2-car family and buy a house.
So true.
And that has changed drastically over the 6 years. But the thing I'm most passionate about today is believing in people. For somebody like me who really dealt with like insecurities and fears, and you know, how can all of us can say do this in spite of fear. I had some big fears, and I was not the person that was like, I want to do something like this. I sat back and I watched everyone else do it. I'd be like, well, she's way more qualified because she's like got the following, or she's really pretty, or she's really outgoing. And I didn't feel like I had those things. And so to be able to come alongside people and help them believe, because we've all heard of opportunities like this. And maybe there's just a little part of you that was like, I kind of want to get like excited and think I could do this, but no, not me. It's for her. It's for everyone else. And so my encouragement is just to believe in yourself. Maybe today's the day where you look in the mirror and you're like, dang it, maybe I can do something like this. Maybe I am more qualified for my dreams than anyone else. And so that is my encouragement to people. And I love doing what we do because you get to come alongside people that are like, I can't do this. I'm not. And I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And the beauty of this is that anyone, just like Connie was saying, anybody can do this. There are so many job interviews that I would go to and they would be like, no, you like legit, you can't do this engineer position because you know nothing about it or whatever. But in a company like this, you can come in and whatever your personality looks like, whatever your gifts are, they need to be used. And that's the beauty of doing this with other people. And being able to have teamwork because you can use each other's strengths. But it has been life-changing for us. I could go on and on and on about what our life looked like and what it looks like now, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about what this could do for you.
Amen.
And so I hope you hear our heart and go, wow, this is something that is very different and is completely set apart. It is not normal to get on a call with sidelines with
Scrim said the reason there is a new generation of MLMs popping up is because the country is in financial crisis. Everyone's so vulnerable. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, especially after all the COVID stuff. I actually wound up asking the rep, what? Nothing for me? What a mistake. You could do that by getting a regular job. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. My personality looks like crap. Can I join your opportunity? I believe in myself, and I'm never joining an MLM again. Good for you. Yes, I'm very proud of you for saying that. Do not join an MLM. I feel like it's pretty basic when you come onto my stuff, but still.
top leaders that you don't make money off of, and the president of the company who invites you to his house and you get to hang out with for a weekend. And they are dear, dear friends that lead with a heart of making a difference and giving back. And so if you can't tell, like the shaking in my voice, it's me from like not sobbing my eyes out, because we're very passionate about what we do, what we're a part of, and who we get to do this with. And
if you sob your eyes out every time you talk about your job, there's something wrong. If you sob every time, there's something wrong there. That's not normal. It's not emotionally healthy. Right? Am I wrong? Oh, I just hit my wall. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's not to me. So she applied for an engineering job with no engineering knowledge and they interviewed her? Right. I sure do believe that. Not. Exactly. I don't speak heart. I speak numbers, though. Let's talk about those. Right there on the nose, Karina. That's right. Absolutely.
we want you to join us and come do it with us. So anyways, next.
So leadership, right? This company, the community, like we're talking about, it starts at the top. It starts with our president and our owners, and then it goes to some of the top leaders and the originals in the business. We are who we are today, in large part, thanks to this next couple that we're about to introduce. It is an honor every time we get to hang out with you guys. Y'all inspire us beyond measure. Miss Tony, Mr. J, the original husband
Tony.
retired, or repurposed, I should say. Y'all take.
Kelgore, what's up? Y'all go step to Kelgore. Who are they trying to convince? Us or themselves? LMAO. Sounds like themselves, to be honest, when you say it that way. Also, if you have a YouTube channel or something, feel free to, like Echo has one, Clowntown, Karina, feel free to say you have one if you want. Repurposed husband? Yeah, they say repurposed instead of retired because he's also in Monet. That's so funny.
Take it away.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. And, you know, every time I hear the Kimbros talk, it just warms my heart. You guys are just so amazing together. And the one thing I hope that comes through to everyone that's watching this is something that you said, Joe, the heart of the company, the love that we all have for each other. It transcends the products. It transcends the money. It's all about how we love and support each other. And yeah, like Kyle, you said it. We've been here since the very beginning. And one of the things about being the first is you never really know what's going to happen. Whether you're the first one to show up for something or your first day, your freshman year of college, you don't know.
You don't know, but also there's stuff out there that helps you know, right? There's stuff that prepares you and helps you know how things are going, how it's going to go, what's going on. And things like the income disclosure statement tell us a lot. So while they say you don't know, you should try it. Also, like, use logic. Like, if they believe that God gave them Monet, God gave them this opportunity, they also equally have to believe that God gave people logic. Therefore, using it doesn't mean you're not going forward with what God has for you. Echo, this call was, I don't know, a while back. I got it on Tony Van Schoik's YouTube. I'm going to take a really quick look. This specific call was probably a few months ago. Let me see. Yeah, 1 month ago, or more than 1 month. Is it more than 1 month ago? I think it's about a month and a half, something like that. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I did get an offer for my dream job. Tara, that's a gorgeous picture, by the way. Oh my gosh, that pixie cut is freaking adorable. Kelber said the face stuff is so sick, but might be a sign that Monet is Mona is spiraling the drain. I agree. They had to step that up big time. Absolutely. You also don't know if the product is good, so why join? Oh yeah, money. That's right. Thank you. Yes, my birthday was Friday. I'm 27.
We didn't know what we didn't know. And she came home to me that day, the summer of 2014, and says, we're going to sell shampoo. And I'm like, why the hell would we want to do that? This is why we do it. Our community, our love for each other, all of our love for each other. And I was just thinking, when everyone was talking, all the trips we've been on, all of the, leadership things we've gone to, and I think there's like 40 now. But thinking back on it, it's not the places I've been, it's the people I've been with, the relationships that we have formed.
Let's be real, my guy. I don't know his name. If y'all know his name, let me know. It's not the places you've been. It's not the people you've been with. It's the 6-figure check that your wife gets a month. Because Tony's like old school Monet. She's like top of the pyramid. It's that check. Take the check away. Does the community mean as much? Probably not. Monet is now on the Ray Ray spiritual bandwagon. I love that for them. That makes me really happy. From again said, if you keep going from Monet, it's a real short jump to Monet. Monet. Let's see. Oh, bullcrap, minister, you did it. Oh, bullcrap, mister. I said minister. Oh, bullcrap, mister, you did it because you had the chance to be at the tip top of the pyramid, and we all know it. That's right, Melissa J. Let's see. Other comments. His name is Chad Brad or Brad Chad. Jay. Okay, his name is Jay. Thank you, Echo. But also, like, Chad Brad Brad Chad is my favorite, so I might just call him that. I don't know.
And I have never been involved in a company or really anything like this. You're on a sports team and you got your friends and stuff, and then you grow old and you drift apart. But after 8 years, can you believe that these people are still our best friends? I see all those people in the chat. I know most of them. We have an amazing community, and it does start from the top, and it does Stuart and Ray and Celia and Louise, everything that, coming down, it's like
Chadley.
Kind of, and it just permeates everything. And if you are looking at this for the first time, and if you are thinking about getting involved in the business, listen to one of the common theme that we have all talked about: the gratitude, the heart, how easy it is to do, how amazing the products are. We didn't script any of this. None of us had any idea of what anybody was going to say, but.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. This is so interesting because, sorry if I'm yelling into the mic. I'm a bit passionate and high on life apparently tonight. Not literally. I'm not literally high, okay? But yeah, anyway. It's funny that they say that because they said this in the other video that I did called the Monet Ministry video that I did. And I debunked them using my education, because what else am I going to use it for at this point in my life? So I go through this video, I debunk them, and they say the same thing in that video. They're like, none of us knew what any of us were going to talk about, but we all talked about pretty much the same thing. I think that's a lie, my guy. I think y'all knew, because this is deja vu for me. I've heard it in another video.
The common theme for all of this is just that, how easy it is. And I'm almost 55. If I can do it, y'all can do it too.
No. Bradley, Chatty Brad, Mr. Chad Brad. Swallow those words, please. Chatifer, swallow those words, because your wife was is the #1 person on the pyramid. You don't have to do shit. Chatty McBradley Chatster. Ridiculous. Chadwick. Aaron. Also, your age has nothing to do with it. Correct. Chadtholomew. Chadtholomew. Swallow those words. Ridiculous. His wife is #1. If I can do it, you can do it. No, Chatterthy? I have a problem with that. Chatterjees. So funny. Aaron said, with how many of these leadership things they've done, don't tell me they don't know what others will say. It may not be scripted, but it's the same regurgitated stuff. Amen. Correct. Chadtholomew? It's my favorite. I think Chadtholomew might be my favorite. Chadley, Bradley, Chatty McChadface, Chatter Cheese.
That's all I got.
So
That was weak.
oh my gosh, he's so funny, you guys.
Is he
But
funny?
I just wanted to say, you know, when we launched this company with Stuart, who you're going to hear from after.
Correct, Tony. Correct. You launched this company. You were #1. Anyone seen the SpongeBob where it's like, he was #1? Hannah, there's absolutely, literally no way that you commented this. Smitty Werben Chatter Jensen, he's #1. I swear to God, Hannah, I did not see that until I made that comment. Oh, SpongeBob. Okay, but we all knew what you were going to talk about because y'all literally raised each other in an echo chamber. And Julie Lystad, yeah, hit the nail on the head. Chatanict Cumberchat. Chatanthy. Oh, God, I didn't hear a single joke. Y'all are literally so funny. I miss doing lives like this. Y'all are awesome.
We did not have any idea how this would scale. And it scaled so quickly that we were a little flabbergasted, grateful, but still to this day, you know, 8.5 years later, we don't have to do this, right? We could kind of take our foot off the gas and kind of just coast and collect the paycheck, but that's not what we're about.
No, you can't do that. And let me explain why she, particularly in Monet, can't do that. Monet has decreased significantly. In 3 months, around 40,000 distributors quit in 2022. Monet has decreased in large amounts. The revenue total has decreased in big, big ways. So if she were to take, her paychecks have lowered immensely. Now, are they small? No, they're probably still 6 figures. However, they are not near as big as they used to be. So she no longer, because Tony wasn't really in the eye of things until like mid 2021, because she wasn't really doing much. She did take her foot off the gas. Well, Monet started to suffer. Monet was struggling. Monet kept going lower and lower because it was exploding. And, you know, they have that graphic until 2021, where it started to go, or 2020, it kind of like went straight. And then because it like exploded in 2019, 2020, it went straight. 2021 went straight. And 2022, they won't show us. They didn't put it up. Why? Because I have a feeling that it went the opposite of what happened in 2019. I want to see it. But they're never going to show us. So no, you can't take your foot off the gas, because when you did, and you were just riding it, Monet started suffering. And apparently you're not the savior of Monet either, because it's still not doing well. Tony McFooney. Clowntown, have you considered detoxing your sense of humor? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Chatterly Michael Murray. Yo, that not paying taxes catching up to her? Listen, I got a lot to say about that, but I don't want to talk about it. But I have a lot to say, just know that. I want a pretty graph. Same, just give me a graph with numbers. I'll figure it out.
We're about helping all people. No.
Yes, Bertie. the two of them are sovereign citizens. If you know, you know.
No matter where they are in their lives, what their challenges are. And really, that's where we find our passion and our excitement is being able to help other people. And that is what I love about this, because service is my love language. And
Really?
I'm going to tell you is that the one thing I have noticed being in this industry for over 25 years now is that I have never seen the people, the community, the faith, the trust, and also in knowing that not only is it just from a field perspective, but that really Stuart and Ray and Luis listen to what our needs are, to making the company better. You guys, it is a synergistic relationship. And in all of the other companies that I've been in, it was never like this. And you guys, this wasn't our first rodeo. This is my third company I've been direct to. And so I am so appreciative that we have that leadership and that relationship. And that's what makes the fundamental difference.
I wonder what other companies she's been in. Anyone else know? She said direct to. I wonder if she helped start other companies and they failed or what? Huh. Sponge Brad Squared Chad. Literally what? I cannot.
Difference in a direct sales, network marketing, social selling company. But the other thing that I do want to say, and I've always said this since day one.
Have you?
Yeah, we have the best comp plan out there still 8 years to the date.
Literally
I eat
no.
comp plans for breakfast.
Literally no.
But the best part is that it is truly about the people and the leadership in network marketing. Yeah, we can sell the best damn shampoo on planet Earth. But at the end of the day, if you don't have quality leaders, and that's where we invest so much of our time, so much of the company's money is into leadership. That's what makes a company. And
that's interesting because y'all's leadership sucks. So maybe you should spend more money. I don't really know. It's Tony. I call BS.
we have the best leadership out there. And we've been able to do life with all of these beautiful people that you heard from today in all the years that we've been in. And I am so honored and so proud. So you guys, you know what? Maybe you've never been in a network marketing company before. Maybe you've been in and you didn't have leadership. Maybe you've been in and gotten burned like I have. You know what? This is the place for you. We will tell you right now, we'll lock arms with you. We will take you to where you want to go. And I cannot wait to see and hear about your successes. Without further ado, I cannot wait.
Oh my God, is Tony going to talk? Not Tony. I think Stu's going to talk for a while. It's about to be Stu. I'm pretty sure. Terrific Life said she brought a lot of people from GG Hill, if I'm correct. Yes, and GG Hill went under apparently, right? I saw someone say that. Tony, Terrific Life, was that you? Yeah, GG Hill went under. So she was able to take all the people that were in GG Hill with her over to Monet. Uh-huh.
I have God bumps again. I cannot wait for you to hear from our...
Wait, time out. Did she say God bumps? Let me listen to that. Sorry.
Cannot wait. No, I have God bumps again.
God bumps. What's that? Does she mean like goosebumps? Wait. She replaced. I literally can't say it. So sorry. I don't know why this made me laugh so hard. She replaced goosebumps with God bumps. God. Oh my God. I cannot. I'm literally crying. Why was that so funny to me? She said God. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Let's play, but I literally can't. amazing. I'm literally obsessed with her. Melissa said, Jesus just face palmed and the Holy Spirit's beating its head into a death. She said, God bump. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna press play.
I cannot wait for you to hear from our mentor. He's our lighthouse. He is been an amazing part of our journey. Now, we're not just MoFam, we're family, right? These are people that have come into
Wait, what other words? Dude, Tony's funny. I don't know what she means by J. Tony's hilarious. Can y'all help me find other words that we can replace the word with God? Like goosebumps. Help me find other words that we can do like that. I'm about to start wheezing.
our lives, just like all of you that I know on this call, that you are a part of our family, and there is room for everybody at this table. Amazing part of our journey. Now, we're not just MoFam, we're family, right? These are people that
MoFam, family. What is family? What does she mean by? Did she misspeak? Devil's dimples. Not dill pickles. God pickles. God, family, and taxes are bad. Family. I think that was a misspeak. Am I right? Headaches? No. God aches. Oh my God. Friend and family. She put friend and family together? Y'all, Tony is the funniest person I think I've ever known.
have come into our lives, just like all of you that I know on this call, that you are a part of our family, and there is room for everybody at this table.
Tony, I'm going to go ahead and say no. You can go ahead and not leave me a seat at the table. I'm good. God bumps and all. You know what I'm saying?
So without further ado, I want to introduce our amazing president, Stuart McMillan. Stuart, are you there?
I am here.
Oh,
Hello.
fantastic. Good to see you, brother.
Hello, everyone. Just so great to listen to people talking, and you've got the OGs and Tony and Jay, and we've had over the years waves of people coming into the business, and then they take their place as leaders, and it's as Jessica said, this is a young company. It's only 8 years old. And so, you're all OGs now, and you're all part of this sort of foundation that we've built. My daughter, I'm in Maine today. My daughter got married here, I guess about 6 years ago. And, the thing that the pastor said, she got married by the ocean. And the thing that the pastor said at her wedding was really cool. And what he said was about their marriage as they set it up together, but it really goes for your business or for your life. And his first thing was find a foundation. So my son-in-law is a general contractor. So the pastor picked stuff that he knew would resonate with Jake. And he said, number one, find a foundation. Number two, build a house. Number three, there will be storms. Number one, build a foundation or find a foundation, whatever it is. Number two, build a house, build a business. Number three, there will be storms. And I think that, what you've heard over the past half an hour, common themes. And I guess what we're saying is, somebody said,
This is longer than half an hour, by the way.
It was Connie was the first one. She said, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect company. And you know what? Every year isn't awesome. Some years are flat, some years are actually down. That's business, that's life. The highs are way higher than any lows. If I can get an amen from those of you who have been around.
Amen.
It's been life-changing. But the fact is, I think what makes Monet different is the foundation of who we are. It is a foundation that is built on helping other people. Let me repeat that.
What was that?
The foundation of this business is helping other people. Our comp plan is built so that if you help others succeed, you will succeed.
Correct. You're. Oh my. Thank Stu. Did you just give that to us? Did I just get that on camera? Correct. Your compensation plan is built on recruitment, my guy. However, you don't need that many to be successful to then be successful. I cannot believe he said that. Thank you, brother. Amen.
When people have issues in their life, oftentimes the best way to get around issues in your own life is to serve others. When Tony says service is her love language and that she loves to serve, that is absolutely the truth. You know, their house has an open door to people, regardless of whether she's making money off them or not. It doesn't matter. That's what the company is about. We're really about helping each other. And it's interesting because a new thought came to me. I love listening to people over and over, and then all of a sudden you go, hey, you know what? I never thought about that. But one of the new thoughts that came to me, we talk about personal development here a lot. We spend a fair amount of money on probably the number one trust and salesperson in the business. He's a best-selling author, Todd Duncan. We spend money on John Maxwell personally mentoring our leaders.
You think you are the only people that spend money on John Maxwell and Todd Duncan? I know Arbonne has spent a lot of money on John C. Maxwell. That is their that's my fever dream, but that is their heavenly dream. Is John C. Maxwell talking to them or just sitting in front of them? I swear it's the way that they make money sound is really nice. That they care a lot about you. But the sad part is we know that that's just not true.
John Maxwell is the number one leadership guru in the world, and he works exclusively with Monet at the level that he does, mentoring our leaders. They've been to the Maxwell Training Center. They've had this PhD program where he actually pours into them individually.
Let's go ahead and say that's BS. Let's not the PhD program. No, I'm good. No, that's absolutely PhD. I can't even talk about it. It's gonna make you mad.
But the interesting thing is, and when I hear this, I heard people talk. I heard Jessica talk, and Kyle and Joy, and Tony and Jay, and Connie and Phil, who I know really well. I've seen in each of their lives a transition. And that transition, when you hear their stories, they often focus on the beginning of their story. And the beginning of their story was that Monet was a vehicle for them to change their own lives, right? It was, they were having challenges or issues, and Monet was this vehicle to change their lives. But the difference in Monet is that it didn't stop there. That there was a transition at some point, and I would invite you guys in the.
It's very nice to hear these 5 people talk every single video, right? We hear the same people talk every single video. Where's everybody else? How many other successful people are there? And I feel like if you have that many, you should never bring back the same person, right? Oh, but you don't. It's 0.01% of the company at the top. Got it. All right. That makes sense. Bye, Anna's. Bye, Anna. Transition. Yeah, right. No joke. The clown town. How do you feel about trans people? Yeah. I don't think Stu likes them. You're the president. You shouldn't be on this. You shouldn't be this close to him. Yeah, I do think that that's weird. Also, he's one of the most faith manipulating people ever. Especially in Monet, he's the one that leads them and all of their. He leads pretty much church for them at every single one of their events that the church is led in. So basically, lying to people that they have a PhD when getting an actual one's hard work. Yes. Oh, that gets me every time. Yeah, they were naked in a basement, thirsty and hungry until Monet saved them, right? They act like a savior of some kind. These people think that they really are superior. Jennifer said, really reaching now to get new recruits since the max exodus to Q Sciences. Yep. Yep.
Folks who spoke on the last one to go back and try and figure out where that transition is, because that's I'm talking to them just aside here for a sec, because that transition point in your life is your story. It's your Monet story, because there was a point in each of those people's lives where they transitioned from taking what Monet had to give them and then transitioning to giving. And that is so important in the Monet business. Louise said right at the beginning, you become successful when you make others successful. I remember saying in the early days, a rising tide floats all boats. There is no other direct selling company in the world that I've been around or heard of where people spend so much time helping people that they don't get paid on.
Can you show me facts? Like, what are the statistics here? What do you do to help people? I want to know what he's talking about. They're talking a big game. Well, show me. Let me see what it is, Stu. If you're so proud of it, then show us. Stuart, I'm serious. Like, please watch this first, Stu. I'll even pray to God. Who's that? I don't know, but I will do it. And I want you to watch it. And I want you to put out the statistics, because you can't just go around saying this BS and then act like you're not going to get called out for it. That's ridiculous. Kilgore said, I'm curious what exactly does Monet do that helps their market partners, not including the top 20 earners? What are they really giving people? Exactly. 93% of the company, they make a median $21 a year. We looked that up earlier in this video. $21 a year. So we know that their shampoo's not even $21. That tells me that people are losing money, that over 93% of people are losing money. What do you do for other people, Stu? Because it seems that it's not working. Prove it, Larry. Oh gosh, that is so funny.
In the direct selling world, many direct selling companies is very competitive. So I'm going to have a call. You can't come on my call. You can only come on my call if you're on my team, and they compete with each other. Never heard that here, ever. And when it happens, these OGs that you heard from, they weed it out. Let me tell you, they don't let that stand, because that's not who we are. We are a company that pulls people together and says, hey, we're in this together, whether we're getting paid on you or not. I think one of the things that I've always talked about is the three elements of this business, and I heard them in spades today. Jessica talked about the fact that she was a stylist. And you know what? One of the foundations of our business is naturally based products that work. When we started in 2014, nobody was talking about anti-aging hair care. Nobody. It wasn't a thing. I had been with another company that had been on the leading edge of anti-aging skincare, and I'd seen what it could do. It took a company to $1 billion. And I remember saying to Deb, just down here on the beach, this thing's going to go. This thing's going to go for a whole bunch of reasons. The primary reasons are threefold. Number one, it's going to go because it's got a product that is consumable, which means that when you sell this product, you only have to sell it once. You can go find another customer, but you sell it once and people keep using it, which means, and we're global, which means that, while you're sleeping, someone in Poland's washing their hair and you're getting paid on it.
What you're telling me is that y'all should be growing. You're telling me that it's so simple that y'all should be making so much money. But in reality, you're actually getting smaller. Your revenue's less, and people are making less money. So, Stu, explain to me how that happens. Why was there a mass exodus of over 40,000 people in Monet in 3 months? Could you tell me? Didn't think so. Rising tide raises all boats. We don't have boats, Stu. Kilgore, that's so funny. Is Nair also a natural product? Just saying. Isn't hair dead? Anti-gravity hair care. That's because there's no such thing as anti-aging hair care. Your hair doesn't age. It's already dead. Thank you. They're so ridiculous. And a lot of them say they are people who work in hair. Well, then why do you act like you don't know anything?
That's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. A consumable product that was on the cusp of something that people weren't talking about yet, naturally based products. that worked, anti-aging hair care. And we've, over the years, kind of last year in particular, was a flat year, a tough year. And yet we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in 2022 for clinical research to develop more innovative products. We introduced IR Clinical in the fall. It's just become a leading seller, and people are talking about it in magazines around the world.
If your products are that good, why do you have to keep making new products? Like they talk about, they got a new like anti-frizz line, but didn't your other amazing shampoo and conditioner, like your OG, doesn't it do all of that stuff that you say? You said that they do all these before and afters of using new products. And it's like, so you're saying your old products didn't do well. Your old products stink. But this new product works. It is so weird to watch them do like, look, 3-month transformation as like Connie, or I think Krista in particular did like a 3-month transformation of her hair. And it was like with the new like hair care line they got in 2022. I'm like, wait, Krista, why did your hair need this if it was doing so well already? Oh yeah, please like the stream. Please and thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you all for reminding me in the comments. I forget. Kay Sakura, what magazines, Stu? Name them and prove you didn't pay to have an article written. Yes. And make sure they're not MLM or direct sales, right? Jennifer said, what actual clinical results or research? Receipts, please. Echo. And why has the Monet market median lowered from 2020 to 2021? $21 a year, and that doesn't include what you have to buy to stay active. Correct. Yes. Did they create a new product or just new bottle designs? Right. Let's see. I was brought up in a cult, and there are so many parallels with Monet leadership. I get that vibe too. Melissa J said, magazines might try and talk about it, then we swoop in and tell them Monet is a scam and they remove it. This is true. This has happened. No freaking joke.
So, that we had this product that is easy to sell, and then a pay plan. So you heard people talk about how the pay plan changed their lives. It's not super complicated. The entire pay plan is based on helping others. The entire pay plan, by the way, is built on something foundational. It seems to be maybe my word for today, but it's a foundation of building blocks. Building a block is finding 4 VIP customers and 1 market partner. What does that mean? Well, after everything you've heard, can you go out there and find 4 people to buy the product? And you know what? That's what we spend and innovate for, to make it easy for you to go out and find 4 people to buy this product.
Tell me how you make it easy for people to do that. Also, what about when their fast start bonus is over? Then that doesn't matter anymore. He's talking about their like fast start thing, where they build blocks or whatever. Also, what are you doing? Like, they're saying they're doing all this stuff, but they're not saying what they're doing. Super weird.
And 1 market partner, 1 person. A market partner is a distributor, someone to journey with, someone that you would sell products with, build a team with. So a block is 4 VIPs and 1 market partner, 4 customers and 1 distributor. And if you did that every month, and we've worked it out, if you did that every month with all of the numbers, and I know Kyle loves these things, with the attrition and what happens and this and that. If you built a block every month, you would eventually get to the top of the pay plan. It's a pay plan that pays out at the beginning. We put a lot of effort into making sure that when people start their business, there's an opportunity to make substantial money. We do that because if I look around and flip pages here, how many of you, show of hands, when you started this business, had someone tell you it will never work? How many people who are interested in this are skeptical because you've been told this will never work?
He giggles. Okay, yeah, it doesn't though. They're saying things that are proven of the opposite of what they say is true. So he's saying like, who's telling you it doesn't work? Raise your hand. Okay, it's already proven that it really doesn't. It's proven by y'all, actually, Stuart. So what do you want us to say? why am I here? Well, because they say things like, why am I doing what I do? Why am I an anti-MLM activist, advocate, whatever you want to call it? Because of this right here. Because I can simply say, wait, he's acting like hee ha ha, that's funny, it's that they're wrong. But the company themselves have already proven to us that it does not work. If you think that 93% of the company losing money is it works, thumbs up type of thing, you're wrong. That's just not it. Stu should... I'm not going to read that one. All right, let's keep going.
Right. We built a pay plan with something called Smart Start with money up front so that you can wave some money at the person who said it will never work. We actually built our car program for the same reason, so that
okay, let's say that I start the Smart Start and I make $300 my first month. Boy, that's actually really, really good in Monet, right? And then let's say I spent $500. So I can wave the $300 at their face, but I'm still at a loss of $200. That's how that works. Oh, look, I made money from Monet. No, that's not your profit, though. What did you profit? Negative 200. Got it.
When you get to the middle ranks and you have the opportunity to have your lease paid for your white Cadillac, that you can actually pull into the driveway or on the front lawn, for that matter, of the person who told you that it'll never work, and just, spin donuts and rip up their turf. And
yeah, okay, well, that's less than 1% of the company. That's like what is it? It's 0.2% of the company, I think, that does that. So, I mean, he's saying this like the people watching who are not in money are going to do that. However, they won't. They won't. He's being extremely deceptive.
say, no, but this is imaginary. You said it would never work.
Lisa Lamb said, "Get off my lawn, sir." You like how I read that?
So the pay plan is interesting. And then on the other end of the pay plan, as we continue, this is a global company. We are already in 9 countries. Hard to believe, OGs? Like I think about it, 9 countries around the world. I still pinch myself, but we're in 9 countries. We already have employees.
You're growing, but you're actually still losing money. So make it make sense to me. Oh, 8 countries. Okay, but you actually are still making less money. So how does that work? Interesting.
In countries that we haven't opened yet.
He's encouraging destruction of property.
And so that's going to continue to grow. And the really cool thing from a compensation plan standpoint on the end of that is that when we go into a country, you get an opportunity to be a founder in that country. And that founder, so we have founders pools here in North America. We have a founders pool in Europe and a founders pool in Asia Pacific. And so when we go into a new country in Europe, those people get to be part of the founders pool for Europe, which is 1% of all commissionable revenue. And that will continue to grow as we continue to open new countries. Asia Pacific, we just opened Australia last year. I get to say last year for another few hours. Incredible, 35, biggest opening in Australia ever for a direct selling company. 3,500 market partners in our first month, over $1 million Australian in our first month in business. It was absolutely insane. But Australia is and then we just opened New Zealand. I had the opportunity to go to Australia and New Zealand in October. And
yet your company, Monet, revenue is still lowering. Make it make sense, Stuart.
But that's just the opening to Asia Pacific. So people who by the way, New Zealand, you find someone in New Zealand right now, and you're in the Asia Pacific Founders Pool, which means any country that we open up in Asia Pacific over the next 10 years, you're in the Founders Pool. Like, how cool is that? And somebody here will tell you exactly. I don't want to get into the details of how to do it. It's not that difficult. It's really about finding someone, mentoring them, leading them, and getting them to market mentor, which is sort of a middle rank. You get them there and you're there yourself. It's just indicative of how we.
All right, let's see how many people are at market mentor. Literally, I just have to type in M and Monet Income Disclosure 2022 pops up as an option, as the top option. Because I look it up so much. I know it pretty well now. But what he said, market mentor, right? He said market mentor. Let me double check.
Sort of a middle rank. You get the
Almost there. Ooh. There we go.
details of how to do it. It's not that difficult. It's really about finding someone, mentoring them, leading them, and getting them to market mentor, which is sort of a middle rank.
Okay, yeah, that's 0.22% of the company, Stu. That is 0.2% of the company. He's like, oh yeah, people get to market mentor, no problem. Actually, no, they don't. They don't. They literally don't. Freaking cracks me up. Stu, I'm pretty sure you signed off on that income disclosure statement, bud.
You get them there and you're there yourself.
Angela,
it's just indicative of how we do this business. You cannot be successful in this business. I said this the other night and I felt a little harsh saying it, but then a lot of people repeated me, so it couldn't have been that harsh. And that is, if you are not interested in helping others, this is not the place for you.
If you're not interested in helping others, this is not the place for you. Okay. But my thing is, you don't help others. Because if you helped, more good would happen than bad. Am I right? But over 90% lose money. Welcome all new. Yeah, if you want to be a member, do it. I would love it. Welcome all new donuts. Thank you, Dave. Hi, Dave. I knew you were here. I just want to say hi. If you don't want to help people, this is not the place for you. That is so interesting. Because I want to say that there's some guilt in it, right? There's some guilt he's using some guilt. Am I wrong? If you don't want to help people, this is not the place for you. I would say that's trying to guilt people. So if you say no, then it's like, oh, well, you don't want to help people. Okay. Sounds good. I actually don't want to join. Oh, you don't want to help people. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. You're selfish. It's reverse psychology. Yes, Aaron. Thank you. I don't think that this is helping people. I know this isn't helping people. I'm very interested in helping others. Helping others get out of your cult. That's right, Melissa. You tell them. Danny, thank goodness I'm selfish. Same. Just kidding. I'm literally doing this. But yeah, I just, not only is that like intense or whatever he said, it's just freaking rude. And also false. It's just false.
Honestly, you won't last. You won't last because some of these OGs will be telling you, hey, that's not how we do things. You won't last because the way that we do business will be contrary. If you're all about you, the way we do business is contrary to how you would be.
If you're all about yourself, if you're selfish, if you stop Monet because you're not making money, because it's all about you, then you're not going to last. So what he's saying is, if you quit Monet because you realize this isn't making you money, you're losing money, whatever. Yeah, you're selfish. I mean, you didn't want to help people. It's all about you. No, no, that's logic. You were doing this to make yourself more money, but it's not making you more money. Therefore, exit. So this is a way to keep people in the MLM while they're losing money. To make them think that if they leave, it's all them. If they leave, it's because they're selfish, right? If they leave, it's because they don't want to help people. This is a great emotional manipulation tactic, Stu. But I'm going to call you out on it because it's shitty. What you're doing is bad. And honestly, in my eyes, it makes you quite a terrible person to do that. And let's be real, though. I don't think Stu's great anyway. But it takes a really awful person to look at someone and say, if you quit this MLM company, it's because you were all about yourself. You were all about you. it takes a very, I don't want to say evil, but you know, it takes a very interesting person to be able to say something like that in a excited way, in a I'm sure way.
Acting. And so I would tell you, this is a business. Feed yourself first,
Chrissy.
right? And once you're fed, make sure you're convinced that you're going to spend time with other people. And I do say that. I mean, I believe that we have to be confident. I think we have personal development is a huge thing, but personal development solely focused on me, and that's the end game, in my opinion, is a complete waste of time and money.
Then why are you doing it? Let me be very clear. I don't personal development, as they say, when it comes to multi-level marketing, to me, is just indoctrination. I do not believe it is any kind of personal development. I think it's an indoctrination tactic into the MLM. And also Natasha said virtue signaling, for sure. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Because personal development, as far as I'm concerned, needs to be used so that you become the best version of yourself, and then that best version of yourselves helps other people become the best version of themselves. That's why we're in this together. That, in my opinion, is what makes money different.
But your opinion sucks, and it's wrong. I'm calling an opinion wrong. I know, it's very sus of me, but it is. I don't know. It's just wrong to me. JJ, you said interesting, and in a Minnesotan kind of way, interesting does not equal good. You know, it's funny. I have Minnesotan family that I grew up with, and I like to say pop. Like I said, pop for sodas, right? There's lots of things that sometimes it like slips. I don't know. I grew up around them, so I say it. But I'm mostly Texan, but I've worked very hard to just create this voice that I have. I don't want to be all Texan. You know what I mean? I'm done with Stu's word salad. It's almost over. Thank God.
Because that's our focus. Community is our focus. I saw that word over and over again. Community is our focus. I had no idea, 8 years ago on this beach, that I would become so close to so many of the faces that I see here. I had no idea, because other direct selling companies weren't like that. And I've been around a few. These people have become my family, my friends. And if what you're searching for are great products and a pay plan that's going to pay you according to what you do and the work that you put into it, but if what you're searching for is a community of people that you hang out with, I'm going to go off on a limb here. She might be angry with me, but whatever. My sister is a market partner in Ottawa, and she's she has a full-time job. She does something else. She works for an insurance company. The thing that keeps her going in her business is the community. She said, I have never, we're churchgoers. So, when you go to church, you have a sort of a community of believers, and you
Correct. Cult meet cult. Got it.
hang out with them. But she said, outside of church, I've never found a group of people that I enjoy being around as much. So that's kind of the beauty of Monet. You get to make money. You get to sell a product that's pretty easy to sell, I must say, because we put so much emphasis behind it, because it's leading edge, because it's consumable.
It's a word smoothie at this point, yeah.
And what I would encourage you to think about is then that Monet business becomes your vehicle to just do whatever you want to do. People often talk about having their goals, their dream boards are things. My dream board is more about being. And I think, rather than having and doing, those things are fun experiences. And I'm looking around at some of your great houses that you actually have been able to move into as a result of your Monet business. But
as a result of their downline working hard, you don't need, like I said this earlier, you don't need that many people on your team to be successful. It shows you, hold on, I'm going to pull up the compensation plan. Don't hate me. Monet comp plan. It tells you, oh, you know what? I talked about this on a video, but Monet compensation plan 2022. Let's take a look. This will tell you what you need. How many people you need successful to be successful. Let's take a little look-see, shall we? Let's zoom on into, okay. So you need to be at the top you need 8 active lines. Let's see. 1 first gen MMB. Okay, is there something that's actually going to help me understand that better? Okay, yeah, they make this hard to understand on purpose. All right, so you need 2 active lines. So you need 2 people here, 3 people here, 4. These are like you. So when it comes to 8 active lines, what they're pretty much saying is you need 8 people that you sponsored. That's it. And then look, 7,000 for group volume from market mentor to senior executive director. You need 6 MMBs and 2 AEDs. So you need 7 people, 2 to hit the third AED, 2 to hit this rank, right? The third from the top, and 6 to hit the 5th rank. So you need 6, 7, 8. You need 8 people. You need 8 people to be successful in Monet. As long as they're hitting those, you're good to go. And to hit those, to hit managing market builder, all you need is 2 MMPs, managing market partner. So, and 4 active lines, so that's just 2 other market partners. So 4 people. That is nothing. They don't tell you that though. Like, they're like, she's so successful because she's helped so many people. No, that's not true. She has helped 8 people. She's helped 8 people, and those 8 people have helped 2 people each. It's not what you think it is. Kelgore said, "LO, just got an ad for Beach Boss Influencer Program for network marketing gigs." Gag. Love that. My eyes, JJ, my eyes. That is so funny. Okay, let's finish this up.
Who you are, it's being, I think, that after 8 years has been the thing that makes Monet different. These people who have been in this business have become are different people than they were when they started, and that totally excites me. So my word of the day, word of the year, I've decided for next year is joy. Joy is my word. And so at this time of the year, as we come out of Christmas and Hanukkah and whatever you celebrate, but we're all thinking about like hope. We look at the last day of 22 and we start to think about 23. So we're thinking of hope. And I said earlier this week, I think, if you look at Monet as a vehicle, we all get the opportunity to be merchants of hope. And the 3 words that we talk about, we have this opportunity to create an opportunity in other people. And if that's your like for Tony, that's her love language. If that's your jam, if creating opportunity in
Tony's love language is also to not pay taxes. So there's that.
other people is your jam, then you need to be here because that's what we do. And so I think, what are the 3 words that I think about at Christmas all the time? Peace, joy, and hope. Well, joy, I was talking about being a light. I have a really cool picture of a lighthouse right back there. Some of you might recognize it. So I was talking about being a light, and being a light means creating joy in other people, right? Being a light is showing is darkness, is opening darkness and pointing.
That's his definition, but that's not my definition of being a light.
Pointing the way, creating a pathway. That's why I have such a thing about lighthouses. And I want in 2023 to be about joy, because joy creates hope, and hope creates peace. And ultimately, that's the coolest place to be, to be content, to be at peace with each other.
But with Monet, you never have that peace. You're always, always, always doing something to further your business. Whether it's like every person you meet, you go, could they fit in my business? Would they work well? Right? Could they do this? Do I want to try? You're just never, that's what I experienced in my MLM. I was just never at peace. I was always going, hustling, toxic hustle culture, always.
We're at peace because we have created an environment of joy and hope. And so I'm looking around, there's some faces I don't recognize, which actually excites me. because I want you to join our family. I want you to join our community. I want you to be part of a community that is ultimately focused on bringing joy, peace, and hope to other people. So with that, I'm just going to say 2022 is on its way out. 2023 is going to be absolutely amazing. And we're all going to do this together. I look at some of these faces and we're all smiling at each other because why are we all smiling? We're not crazy. We're smiling at each other.
Connie is going to.
I can't believe I just did that. Hold on.
Smiling at each other because we are dang excited.
I meant to go. When he said, we're not crazy, I meant to go,
about locking arms and kicking 2023 in the butt. Thank you.
Stuart, thank you so much. So much.
you,
Connie,
Tony.
Jess, Joey, and Kyle, thank you, you guys. And I cannot wait to see what exciting things 2023 is going to bring us. Wow, this call. And
I cannot wait for the IRS to do something exciting for you, Tony.
I'm just so excited. And I'm a little emotional. So you guys have a great New Year's Eve.
That checks out.
Stay safe. Love you all. See you on the flip side in 2023.
Bye. Bye, Tony. Tony gave me a good old laugh. She is a hoot and a half. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, I keep brushing my hair. I washed it today, and I just try to, keep brushing it in when I wash it so that it will stay. I don't know. My hair tangles easily. Anywho, how's it going? What y'all think of that? That's subjective, sirs. God bumps. Listen, Tony cracked me up. I almost was uncontrollable and inconsolable. What's that word? Unconsolable. Inconsolable. One of those things. Say hi to the IRS for me, Tony. That's so funny. To be the light photo is definitely a stolen photo of the Portland headlight. She gave me douchebag. Dave, that is hilarious. So, you don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps. Inconsolable. I'm literally so embarrassed. Dude, I swear, I'm just so tired. Foundation, let them in, and guilt. Accurate. Oh. Thanks for watching, y'all. That was fun. My takeaway is God bumps. Anyone else? What's your takeaway? God bumps. I actually was just Googling something about it. Hold on. God bumps. God bumps and God incidences. I want to watch a video. Let's watch a video about God bumps really quick. It is super short, okay? Okay, let's watch it really quick.
When people make a connection, when they connect to the quilt, I believe they see God at work. And there probably will be people watching this story, and they will feel bumps as something is being said. That's the presence of the Holy Spirit. That's God at work. And that's God saying, pay attention. There is something in us that is responding to what's in front of us. So the tears will flow when that connection is made. It's a very tender.
Do you cry when you get God bumps? Tell me about it.
And sensitive moment. And so when you recall a moment with a quilt, or a question you may ask, or an answer, you'll just reflect back and go, wow, I feel this. I mean, throughout this interview, I felt the God bumps.
I'm sorry.
And that's the connection that lets me know I'm on the right track, that I'm doing the right thing, and
it's not a tumor.
To continue to help others be guided in that direction. Their mission in life may not be this quilt or be connected to it in any way, but but there's something that they're being called to do. Our world could be so much better if we responded to those God bumps. So this quilt is not just about child abuse and neglect and inmates connecting with their children, but it's about a connection that we all need to people. We need to respond in some way.
Okay, sorry. Now I'm going to read you what goosebumps are. God bumps, excuse me. They're a result of tiny muscles flexing in the skin, making hair follicles rise up. This causes hair to stand up. Goosebumps, God bumps, wow, I can't believe they didn't say God bumps, are an involuntary reaction. Nerves from the sympathetic nerve system, the nerves that control the fight or flight, control these skin muscles. Nope, it's Jesus. They're wrong. Jesus lumps, that's funny too. I like Jesus lumps more than God bumps. Anyway, thanks for being here. I hope you had a great time. Please please like the video right now and leave a comment once it ends because that will be wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you have a great evening, and I have videos coming out next week, so I will see you then. All right, everybody, have a good night. Goodbye, everybody. Sleep well, or have a good day because I know some of you don't live in America. Bye.